Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming. You are joining us for episode 14 of the Frontier War for our Alien series. I am the Great Unclean One, your host and showrunner. Thank you so much for joining us. And I've got the usual crew here tonight. But as always, stop by the old Facebook to keep up on all the latest news of the show. And check us out over on Spreaker, where we host the podcast. Follow us and give us those likes over on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to the show. And subscribe to us on YouTube. Help us with the almighty algorithm. And as always, of course, be sure you stop by our Patreon. Check out what we got going on over there. If you'd like to support us financially, you can do so. We will allow you to give us money, believe it or not. Just throw some coins in the Dragon's Hoard, and it'll be good. I promise. With that being said, let's hear from the gang. We're doing a little something different tonight. It's actually Wednesday night as of this recording. We normally record on Saturdays, so it's a school night tonight. But Scaarr is not going to be here this Saturday, and I wanted to finish up the mission and make sure we got what was going on in his downtime for the this round. So we're gonna play for about an hour tonight, and then we will pick up on Saturday with the rest of the crew minus Scaarr, and we'll you guys might end up with a little bit longer session than normal. Although I don't know if Spreaker can handle that, so we might have to split it into two. But anyway, when you see us randomly change clothes and it's a different day of the week, that is why. So that being said, let's go around the table. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything else you'd like to inform the listeners of. We will start with Scaarr, since he will not be gracing us with his presence this weekend.
Yeah, I'm Scaarr, and I'm going to be playing Private First Class Owen O'Connell, or just O'Connell. I'm the Rifleman of the group, and yeah, we've got a lot to talk about after this mission. A lot of shit went down.
It sure did.
A lot of shit went down. Should be an interesting in-between mission session.
I've really been looking to this downtime, I'm not gonna lie. Should be cool. Cool. You up to anything else lately? You play any more Lights Out on DVD?
Yeah, I've been playing plenty of DVD. Now that I hit the top tier and the killer, like I don't know what to do with my life anymore. But I'm playing. Starting September, I start playing just horror games exclusively. So
nice.
I've been hitting DVD. I'm this close to finishing Days Gone. It was a good recommendation from
wow,
boy here.
You fucking cranked through that.
Yeah, well, I'm just doing main mission stuff. I'm not doing all the side shit.
Oh, go back. Don't be like that.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
I did.
The story's been really nice, though. Yeah, I don't know why, to your credit, I don't know why it kind of got shit on a lot when it first came out. I guess I've definitely seen a bunch of technical problems, nothing game breaking, but I've seen some T-poses here and there and some just weird occurrences, but nothing game breaking.
I didn't see much issues when I did my playthrough. Are you playing on PC or PlayStation?
PC.
And I was on PlayStation. I didn't really have any issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, talk about a fun game. Really enjoyed it. So
Still looks great too, yeah.
It does. And like once you get upgraded, man, you feel like a badass. You can live out your Daryl Dixon fantasies with the fucking crossbow.
Mowing down hordes with a fucking...
Oh yeah, once you get that machine gun, and there's something to be said when you like take out like 500 zombies single-handedly. Oh man, fucking
Real
awesome.
good.
Yeah, cool. All right, Sean, tell us about Private First Class Broderick Johnson.
Well, that's definitely his name, and he is the AFV Marine for the squad, or for the platoon. So I'm Sean. I play that guy until Alex Cruz gets better from his fucked up foot, or I now see another character in my backup PC's folders. We'll just close that.
That's the newbie. I just put him.
Yeah.
I just put him in there so I had a name.
Gotcha. Okay.
Your death is preordained.
Yeah. Ultimate
Yeah,
character?
Sean.
Why are you doing
Sean's
this?
so destined to die. He's got 2 backup characters.
It's like every time I go, something bad happens to one of my characters. So whatever. fucking roll with it. He was hoping things would end better and no one would attack him or die, but luckily his new friend Tagar helped prevent him from being dragged into the waters. So he will definitely be changing his buddy and rival. O'Connell hasn't done anything shitty this recent time.
I was trying, and I somehow
you
wasn't
just
the bad
didn't.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's crazy. Schmidt, on the other hand, total fuck up. Mistake after mistake after mistake.
So have you changed your buddies and rivals then?
Yeah. So now I'm voting for Tagar for squad
For
president.
class president? Okay.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna be shit talking the commander here whenever I can.
Okay, cool. I like it. Evolving. What is Broderick's agenda was to survive, right? Is he gonna keep that probably?
Fucking hope so.
Okay.
He doesn't survive from now until the.
Well, I meant for the next mission. For the next mission.
Oh, it'll probably change if he goes on another mission, but right
Okay.
now it's survive.
All right, cool. All right. Well, let's hear about the running for class president, starting with Tagar. Tell us about your platform and why you would make a good class president.
Well, I am the only one to kill my masked stranger. Everybody else let theirs go.
That is a good reason. That is.
He's got my.
You know, I don't make a habit of letting people go who stab me in the back. So
Oh, shots fired.
I guess we'll see what happens.
All right.
So I am playing Lance Corporal Mike Tagar. I think it's only fitting that, I ran around last session with Johnson, that he also becomes my buddy.
Nice.
Okay. Dig it.
Our Uber driver does kind of need a little bit of help here and there.
Okay, little rude, but okay.
I'm pretty sure I got that from your message this week. So yeah, I guess we're going to see kind of how this plays out.
Wonderful. Excellent. And last but not least, perhaps public enemy number one at this rate, Adam, tell us about Sergeant Schmidt and all the wonderful things he's done.
So, as I said, Adam playing our sergeant of the group. I think Sergeant Schmidt should be class president. Just because he knows his priorities, like
Should get a
killing.
promotion.
Yeah, I should be captain right now. For killing this poor
just
unarmed
jump like
people.
5 ranks? Okay. Yeah, we'll get right to
Commit
that.
a war crime against the surrendering enemy.
Yeah.
Promote
Hey,
me.
hey, we don't let UPP scum live here, okay?
Mhm.
That's captain's orders.
Wow.
Future captain orders, right?
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
So yeah,
Backdating
I'm
order.
ready to be chewed out by the uppers once that comes around.
Okay. Well, as long as you're ready for that.
Saturday's gonna be a great day.
Who are your buddy and rival at this point?
My buddy is O'Connell, and my rival is still the old grump of the group, Tagar, who just wants to take my position.
That seems fair. Yeah, that all checks out. Cool.
Which he'll probably end up being the new sergeant here soon, I imagine.
Oh well, we'll see. I have a few things predetermined and a few things that will be rolled for. So we might not get to that tonight, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I am the great Unclean One, your host and showrunner, your game mother for tonight, as always. What have I been up to? Well, it's only been a few days since we last talked to you guys. Getting ready to run our game with our Australian group for our one-shot this coming Saturday, which by the time you hear this will have already happened about like 10 hours ago. So if I appear tired in the next hour, that's why, because I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. What else? I don't know. Oh, I finished Castlevania Season 3 finally. Fucking
Nice.
awesome.
How was it?
Oh, love it. Love it.
A freaking amazing series.
I think Hector is my favorite character.
Nick North.
I really want to see what he does with his army. Also, Scaarr. or anybody, but probably Scaarr, is there any RPG system that is anything like the Castlevania universe that's been shown in the show?
Yeah, World of not I haven't done it, but World of the Dark Ages for World of Darkness.
Cause like, dude, the night creatures are so fucking cool. Like, I was like, man, this would be a fun universe to roleplay in. Have like just a fucking monster hunting adventure. Or maybe Cymberim? I don't know. Is that kind of like it? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Tell us what you think, listeners. Is there a Castlevania RPG out there we don't know about? I mean, for fuck's sake.
Netflix show really is what made it big again, honestly. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, there's a Cowboy Bebop RPG that came out like a year ago. And
true.
There's a Borderlands RPG that came out a few years ago that got no publicity somehow. So, who knows? Who knows? Anywho, we're back. Let's dive in. Let's talk about what you did last week. So, last we left, we had neared the end of Operation Blaze of Glory. You guys had been exploring what turned out to be a UPP ship, the Glory of the Proletariat.
Proletariat.
I'm all amped, and then I look at the word, and it just crumbles around me. I just can't do it, man. Okay, so you guys found that ship, and last week, a lot of scheming was happening as you guys were deciding whether or not to trust the UPP and or to work with them. Vuvu made it clear that she was going to be taking at least one of the cryopods. That was her orders, was to get the cargo, which you guys learned was the people in cryo with the alien creatures stuck to their faces. O'Connell's existence was revealed after, I believe it was Johnson, got snatched up. Was it Johnson who was hiding?
No, it was O'Connell.
It was O'Connell. I got snatched.
Yep. He started sprinting in.
Oh, that's right.
Schmidt
O'Connell
asked
came
her-
in because of reasons.
Because Schmidt said he wanted O'Connell here because they found the alien.
That's right. Wow. How do I remember this shit from a week ago, but I can't remember from like 4 days ago, man? That's
No, Doug. Short-term memory loss. It's okay.
very early onset dementia. That's okay.
Oh no.
Too much Dr. Pepper.
Never. Dr. Pepper cures everything.
You shut your mouth.
It's because I haven't had Dr. Pepper tonight. That's why.
Actually erode brain cells.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you guys had found a corpse of a dead xenomorph in the mother mainframe, which your boy Ogata and Ganon had found. You brought Vuvu in there to check it out. She claimed that this is what your government was working on. Again, she was not surprised when she saw this. And then Sergeant asked O'Connell to get inside in case there were more aliens in here. O'Connell didn't realize who was coming down the hall necessarily when he saw UPP, so he hid in the power station, only to be ambushed and sneak attacked by an unknown assailant who stabbed him in the thigh. Almost drowning, he was rescued and saved by Vuvu, who stabbed the guy or thing that was attacking him and got O'Connell out of the water. And then was not too pleased to find out that you guys had another Marine that you'd been hiding the whole time. It was at this point that the truce and the trust between your two groups began to erode, and despite Johnson and to some regard Tagar's efforts, that trust eventually broke. Tagar and O'Connell started searching the rest of the ship, basically searching the bow of the ship, the front half. Didn't find much more really worth discovering. And it was at this point that Vuvu was pretty fed up with what was going on, and her UPP grabbed one of the power loaders out of the cargo bay and was starting to move the cryo tubes, the cryopods that had the 3 still living guys inside, out. It was obvious that they were probably going to take them. Tagar asked her about this. There was a little bit of back and forth. Schmidt was like, no, we're not going to let that happen. And that's when the scheming began. A lot of plotting and scheming. A claymore was strapped to the side of the door, or the room, which they did not notice. But ultimately, they seemed to figure out that the jig was up. Right before that, Broderick took over for Schmidt trying to finish fixing the comms, and one of the 3 UPP soldiers started talking to you. He was able to speak English, and he didn't give you his name. You never found out his name, but you guys kind of commemorated a little bit. Commiserated, I think, is the right term. And, he was helping you, but then all of a sudden, he wished you the best of luck, and they took off. And it seemed that the UPP were leaving with one of the cryopods. Not knowing what was going on, the squad then basically tried to intervene, trying to cut them off, not sure what to do, if to attack. O'Connell tried to block the path. They pushed past you. Most of the squad got past you, and then you attacked this kid that had been talking to Broderick. O'Connell, you managed to basically subdue him. And then Schmidt shot him in the leg. He tried to stop that too, but that didn't happen. And then as that was going on, a bunch of you were ambushed. This time by 3 of these unseen assailants. Tagar, as always, was a boss, refused to take really any damage, and then brutally killed the guy with 1 strike with his giant stolen Russian knife. The other 2 escaped after doing a little bit of damage, and then Schmidt, I believe Schmidt shot the commando, and then as the commando lay dying, defenseless, and unarmed, you stabbed him slowly in the throat. If I think that's what happened, am I correct?
I don't think I killed him with the gun at the end. It was just strictly just knife.
I remember. It was the throat. Okay, I want to make sure I had that part correct, because...
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Some
that.
Vietnam platoon shit.
Yeah.
Going down.
It was dark. At that point, the UPP had escaped. You tried to use the dying, captured UPP soldier as bait, and Vuvu did not take the bait. She seems very pissed off and said, we're going to destroy the ship, whether you guys are here or not, so I suggest you get the fuck out of here. And that, more or less, is where it ended. You had Ogata watching over the others in the medbay. Gannon was trying to decode and download the data, which it seems he was able to. Broderick tried to see what he could find, but all he was greeted with was the Weyland-Yutani logo on his PDAT. And I think that is more or less where we ended. So, 2 of the assailants have disappeared. You realize, at least O'Connell does, that they were disappearing into these flooded hatches that lead into a ladder that goes down to the lower decks, which are completely submerged and underwater. But you've driven off the other 2. They've disappeared. Tagar and Johnson are standing near the corpse of the one that Tagar took out. Ogata has just come out of the room after you guys asked, we're like, get the fuck out here. And he had to spend time trying to unbarricade the door. You just told him to barricade. So he was a big help. And that's where we're going to pick it up. So what happens at this point? It's quiet again. You can't hear the UPP anymore. They're long gone out of the ship. You don't hear the sounds of these guys that had attacked you in the out of the hatches. So we'll pick it up there. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna take the knife that still has my blood on it and pocket it, sheath it in my belt.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab one of those cryopods, the closest one, and start moving it out towards the exit.
I'm gonna kind of unmask my assailant and kind of start to see what I can figure out about who he is, where he's from.
So you see an older man that looks like he's probably in his 50s or so, and he's dressed in basically the equivalent of a ghillie suit. So heavy camouflage that's obviously made for this environment. You can also tell it's not like an issued ghillie suit. It's definitely like a handmade makeshift one. They've got the classic like dark camouflage across the face. Looks like they're really just equipped with these big ass knives, and they also have rebreathers on, so they can obviously be breathing under the water. And like little goggles. Other than that, he looks... There's no markings on him. There's no identification.
We know anything about the local populace?
They're actually... He does have a set of dog tags. And he does look like he is of Asian descent. He does remind you a little bit of the people that ambushed you guys at the start of the mission.
The dog tags don't say like anything other than name information.
Yeah, it's your typical dog tag. You don't recognize it as American. Well, it's not in English, obviously. You can tell that it is Chinese. So it probably just has his name, and does it have rank on dog tags too? Maybe sometimes.
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think I got mine updated very often.
Okay. So, yeah, it's his dog tags. And they look legit, like they are real military dog tags. Whether or not they're actually his, you don't know, but... Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sergeant. Got an attacker over here. Seems like the ones that ambushed us earlier. Out in the jungle, but not really much identifying on them.
Okay, roger that. I know we still got at least 2 outstanding. Is that right?
Yes,
Yep,
as far as
I
you can
got
tell.
away.
Johnson's got away. I don't know what you guys encountered.
We got one that got away as well.
Johnson's currently working on one of the loose cryopods, seeing if we can get it out of here before we head out.
Okay.
So, long story short, you can get this cryopod out. However, in order to actually get it through the rest of the ship, you're gonna need a power loader because it's, partially flooded, the floor is uneven, there's all sorts of detritus in the way, especially going through the power station. Like, imagine trying to roll like a hospital gurney that weighs 6 times as much, like through a place that has stuff in the way. There's just too much stuff. So, you'll have to lift it to get it off the floor in order to clear some of this debris and detritus.
Well, do we think we would have time to do that?
It should only take a few minutes.
Okay, yeah, I guess we'll do that.
At least to get that one, yeah. To get the other one that's still at the back, that's going to take some time.
Nah, that one's gone. I don't think we have time before they blow us up.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll just radio Johnson then and have him and Tagar get to work on getting that cryo out, while Herschel, Gannon, Weaver, and Ogata get off the ship, and then me and O'Connell going to have him join me in the maintenance sensor bay to continue to get that communications up.
Okay.
They're gonna blow the ship up, right?
Well, we're gonna be stuck here if we don't get some kind of communications going.
All right. So let's do this. Whoever wants to try to move the cryopod, you go into the cargo bay. There is still another power loader in there. There was 2. There's 1 left. I will need a heavy machinery to get it operational, and it's going to be at -2. And then if you get it started, it'll be a straight up heavy machinery with the bonus from the power loader to move the cryopod. Also, yes, if anybody is currently suffering from panic, that has probably ended at this point.
I don't have any heavy machinery, but I've got high strengths.
I've got a 4 strength and no heavy machinery.
Does Herschel have heavy machinery?
He does.
Herschel, come with me.
All right.
And I think Tagar and Herschel switch places, and that way Tagar can help Weaver off.
All right.
Because I have the heavy weapons talent, which gives me +2 heavy machinery when attempting to unjam or fix heavy weapons. Would that apply in trying to help him?
No, the power
this up?
loader's
Okay.
not meant to be a weapon, so...
Okay, Ridley disagrees, but okay.
But you can I'll give him +1 for the assist. So
Okay.
I mean, you probably need him to help, like, kind of lift this thing a little bit and move it, like, physically.
Right.
So okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's have him do that really quick. So heavy machinery at +1.
Nice.
Easy.
Yeah. So this is one of the things he's built for. So he gets it up, and he'll actually hop in the power loader and start operating it, marches it down the hall. Meanwhile, Tagar, you and Ogata get Gannon and Weaver out of there. You know, Gannon and Ogata have kind of been hanging out most of this time, so he kind of escorts him out, and then I assume you still got Weaver on your shield? Are you going to make the shield bed again, or the sled or whatever?
Yeah, if I have to.
And
don't
you
know
can do
how.
that, or you can carry her. It's up to you.
Yeah. I might just carry her if that's easier just to get her off the ship.
It's probably faster, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you carry her? Do you do fireman's carry over the shoulder, like damsel in distress in your arms?
Princess Carrie.
Yeah, the princess carry.
We'll take a quick
How-
photo
how-
of that and make
how-
fun of her.
Where are her injuries?
Like lower torso, mostly. You probably don't want to have her over your shoulder. That would.
Yeah, I'll probably just.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're a soldier, and she doesn't weigh a whole lot, so not. She doesn't really have any gear on either, other than her like flight suit. So easy enough. I think you made Gannon carry most of her shit anyway, right? So.
Right.
All right.
Carry everything.
Okay, so I'll do another roll here for Herschel. I believe the power loader gives you a +3 to heavy machinery, if I recall.
Nice.
Wow.
Easy, Herschel.
Yeah, he does some of the Ripley, like hitting the levers and the joysticks and like spinning the claws and stuff. And yeah, he makes it look easy. And then he just, it's like he's like a ballerina. Like he steps perfectly and doesn't hit any debris. He doesn't fall in that open hatch. And he's got this thing out in like a minute or two.
Great. I'll go back up to the sensor bay and grab my smart gun.
Okay.
since I didn't have time. Yeah, the smart gun.
All right.
Didn't have time
So,
to put it back on, but
because you are trying to rush this, I'm going to need another Comtech roll from you, Adam. But,
Do I get a +1 with Connell there?
Yeah, and there won't be any negatives because you've already fixed it. It's just you're trying to do things faster. Like, you know what needs to be done. You're just trying to speed it up, so...
Gotcha.
So don't fuck up. You fucked up. Not too
but he
much,
still
though.
got one extra success.
All right. Okay, so you very quickly start rushing, finishing the things you had to do. O'Connell's in there. We know O'Connell has been training in the Comtech, so he is rather helpful in this as well. And yes, it seems you finally have the repairs finished.
Nice. Going to now attempt to send out a, distress signal for Mother to send another ship down for us.
All right, so you fire this thing up. You guys can kind of hear the hum as some of these systems come back online. And, there's a couple sparks here and there from damaged equipment. But, long story short, you get a message through. And eventually you do get the, automated response from Mother, input Colonial Marine ID, or something like that. You type that in, and then it says, confirmed. Sergeant Gunther Schmidt and it says, proceed with request. So what do you just say? Just send another dropship?
Yeah, send another dropship to said location, input whatever our coordinates are.
Okay.
Maybe warn them that we were shot down by UP aircraft.
Sure,
That
we'll
this
include that.
area is about to be bombarded as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll make it a little fun then, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Mother, just in her monotone, computerized response, confirmed, coordinates confirmed, dropship launch, ETA, probably take them at least 10, 15 minutes to get everything prepped. So she gives you an ETA, and then they got to fly down here. So probably at least an hour or so. But you give her the coordinates, and they said, okay, dropship on the way. And Mother would inquire about mission status.
Mission complete.
Successful, I'd say.
Confirmed. Dropship en route. Anything
What would
else?
she have said if you said mission failed?
Not picking you up.
Yeah, dropship not en route. Do your fucking job and call me back.
Damn, Mother got real sassy.
Hey man, that's her job.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else you guys would like to do on the ship?
Yeah, I'm
before you
gonna
go?
re-rig the claymore that we had on this wall here
Okay.
onto the barrel of the gasoline that we brought.
Oh, okay, yeah, the QTC barrel. Okay.
Yeah, that way we can officially complete it by blowing up the ship.
Our explosives did go off.
Okay. All right. You do that. You all depart. How do you detonate said explosive?
I think it was remote access, right?
I don't know. You tell me. You guys were the ones fucking around with the mines. I don't remember. Did you have it set for a remote?
You said that they were set for remote when we left it in the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, okay. Well, you set it off. I mean, it's not enough to blow up the ship. It's only one barrel. But it'll definitely start a big-ass fire. And it'll, where do you guys actually put it? Because it will fuck up whatever room you put it in, that's for sure.
The magazine room,
Closer to
right?
More explosions.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys get into the magazine room one way or another. If nothing else, Herschel can tear the room down with the power loader. And then you all depart, and you set off the bomb. And there's a pretty sizable explosion, followed by many more explosions following that. It doesn't blow up the whole ship, but there is a huge chunk that you guys can see from the outside that explodes outwards, and now there's a big smoking cloud and fire. And you guys make your way to the coordinates where you're going to have the dropship pick you guys up, and about an hour or two later, well, actually before that, there is a message that you get, Broderick, over your comms, and it is your good friend Commandant Vuvu.
Oh, great.
She says, what are you? You're a private, right?
Private first class.
All right. You hear, Private Johnson. This is Vuvu. Tell your sergeant if I ever see him again, I will kill him myself. And hope we don't ever cross paths again.
Can do.
And then you guys can see and then hear as I don't even know what these ships are armed with, but some sort of large, impressive, earth-shattering weapon, like a particle cannon. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's accurate for UPV.
Yeah, I don't I don't actually know what a UPP Kremlin class ship has on it. Let's find out real quick. They're not going to nuke it, even if they have nukes, because she's not that crazy. Let's see. Items? These are items? Yes. Core.
Mini nuke. That's a thing, right?
Small nuke.
Yeah, just a hydrogen bomb.
Just a baby.
I don't think that's a small nuke, my man. I think you're thinking of like the football the president's supposed to carry around.
Yeah, maybe just a little split atom. It's all right.
Right?
How far are we from the ship?
We'll see you guys
I imagine a
far
good
enough.
distance.
Yeah.
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 Within good viewing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Gotta
The
see
Got
ship.
some popcorn and everything.
Yeah.
So the
Alright,
radiation what's gonna kill us in a
There we
few
go.
years.
Vehicles,
Yeah,
UPP.
I'll say this though, Sergeant. Like, if any time you glance over at O'Connell, he's like staring at you with this like 1,000-yard stare, and he has not said a thing since that shit just went down.
Oh yeah, Schmidt. Vuvu says if she ever sees you again, she's gonna kill you.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the
that'll
way,
kill her first.
Probably because of the.
All right, so yeah, you guys see the beam of a particle cannon, or perhaps a very large rain of missiles that break the atmosphere and engulf the SSV, glory of the proletariat,
Fucking got him.
and it is gone in a pretty impressive explosion.
Oh man, those poor two, jackoffs that are in the bottom of the ship.
Somehow I feel like there's more than just the three that attacked us, but we'll never know. Mystery unsolved.
Not too long after this, you see another Cheyenne dropship break atmosphere. Does not get shot down. It is not attacked or harassed in any way by the UPP fighter MiG. And you see the form of second section's dropship, Friday the 13th, comes careening in your direction. And you see the familiar face of Lieutenant Karen Eckhart, the pilot, wearing her typical best Pharaoh cosplay, and her crew chief, Sergeant Samuel Petrovich, who does not have character art yet. And
Looks like she kept her sunglasses too.
Don't remind me. I'm gonna have to get another one from Mother.
So she lands, the back ramp opens up, and you can see she's got the door open between the cockpit and the back, and she looks over her shoulder, and you guys can hear her on the comms. Heard you boys needed a lift.
You got that right.
She said, man, Weaver's gonna be pissed about that ship of yours.
Oh, she's gonna be more pissed with what we're carrying on board.
And she then sees, Herschel bringing the power loader with the, and he puts the cryopod on. And you guys start loading up, and as you do that, she says, "What's that?"
You don't want to know.
She gives Petrovich a look, and then you see she shrugs, and they close the door. She says, "All right, kids, buckle in." And you guys finally depart O'Bannon's world. And we are no longer playing in 2 jungle campaigns.
Thank God.
Just like that.
Thank God I didn't catch some illness on this world that lasted for fucking 11 sessions.
You don't know yet.
Oh, well. Damn.
Yeah, we do viral rolls secrets on this channel.
Your
I
leg
forgot.
stab gets infected with parasites.
I was actually stabbed, I think in the stomach.
All right. So, you all eventually return to the Tamb'itam, which we don't really have a map for the Tamb'itam, do we? No, we don't. Okay. Well, you get back to home base, and you get your cargo unloaded. You immediately... Well, hold on, because I have notes here before I forget. Okay. I shouldn't ask this, but I'm not that evil of a GM. Is there any discussion on the way back up between you guys about anything that, you might want to discuss?
So, me and Johnson don't know about the, killing off of the last guy, right? Because we were, or do we...
Oh, you were
know what
standing in the
happened?
same hallway. If you didn't see it, you certainly heard it.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
it's...
we
yeah.
might not know that he was executing a defenseless guy.
Yeah, O'Connell's demeanor's definitely changed too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Signs point to probably. Or maybe.
Well, I wanted to know how much, how much of it was on comms with Johnson talking to the UPP, or was most of that private?
When he was
No,
in the
right.
hallway with her, that was private. He turned his comms off.
Everything else was on comms, though?
For the most part, yeah.
I believe
I
so,
mean,
yeah.
Most of our comms were all over broad communication.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I think he really kept secret was when he went out into the hall and talked to her. Which basically was, if we remember, was him trying to exchange personal information, so he had a way to contact her, or a way for
And also to convince her to blow up all these sleeping cryopods.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah, O'Connell's really quiet, but he's either giving this almost puppy dog, thousand-eyed stare to Schmidt, and if Johnson catches his gaze, he's giving this Clint Eastwood narrow-eyed look at him.
One might say the stink eye.
Maybe.
Okay. So is anything...
I didn't say what happened with my buddy's arrivals, but the rifle definitely switched to Johnson.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Is anything discussed, or do we just look at each other awkwardly the whole ride back?
Well, Sergeant doesn't give a shit. He's happy about everything that happened.
Oh my god. Someone needs a fucking psych
He
evaluation.
got
It's bad.
pissed that he got stabbed, and so he took it out. All right.
The other person.
I mean, Tagar got stabbed and just killed the guy that stabbed him.
Well, mine ran away. Okay.
Yours ran away, and he said, instead of chasing him, I'm just gonna kill this guy.
Yeah.
Low-hanging fruit, right?
Yeah. My anger management. Okay.
Okay. Well, I've asked you twice, so that's the final answer. You guys get back after a very awkward ride. Petrovich and Eckhart don't really say much to you after she asks about the cryopod. You don't really give her a straight answer. Gannon is quiet as well. Ogata is probably exhausted and finally calming down after his bouts of panic. You guys return to the Tamb'itam, and you are eventually, almost immediately after you guys are done getting all your gear sorted out, brought into the typical debriefing afterwards. So you guys find yourself in the usual meeting room, and Lieutenant Casados is there with Roy, and Staff Sergeant Zimborski is there as well. And she says, all right, Marines, report. Tell me what happened.
Well,
Look to Schmidt.
we got into some tuffle with some locals. Got our ship blown up. Made some friends with UPP to keep Johnson alive. Turned our back on UPP when they were running away. And got your specimen. How's that for broad?
She looks at Zimborski, who looks like he's about to blow a gasket, and he starts turning red a little bit, and he turns to you, Sergeant. He says, "You will address your commanding officer appropriately, Sergeant."
Yes, ma'am.
And it seems like that gets him to calm down ever so slightly. You're not sure if Casados is pissed or confused or just bewildered, but she says there were UPP down there.
Yes.
Well,
The ship yeah. Ship turned out to not be ours, but UPP.
She gives a confused look. She's like, "What? What are you talking about?"
The glory of the proletariat.
You know, I mean, you go back on the footage, you'll definitely see it on the.
She looks
side
at
of the
Roy
ship.
and then at Zimborski, like looking for an answer. And Zimborski, he looks like he has no idea. And Roy says, "I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I know nothing about that. We were told it was a UAS ship."
Yeah, and it has all the flight logs he was able to extract. We were also able to extract a specimen that looked to be prisoners in our fatigues.
UA prison
Yeah,
uniform.
So I just want to point out they are. I just want to make sure there's no confusion. They look like UA prison uniforms, not necessarily UA military prison uniforms.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a difference, but you guys would tell these look. Nothing about these necessarily scream military, but you can tell they are
UA.
United Americas. Yes.
Okay.
For one, they're in English, or, well, probably English. They might be in one of the, Latino languages, mostly Spanish, since South America is part of the UA. But with North America and Canada, it's most likely in English. And these ones are in English, so.
Okay. Our understanding, based on conversations with the UPP, are that these are biological weapons, that there is something growing inside the prisoners.
Yeah,
some creature.
Probably even before you guys get into the briefing room, she sees this cryopod and she asks, like, "What the fuck is this thing?"
Well, we did experience a large, dead creature of some sort that, from what the UPP was kind of acknowledging, is what this becomes. So.
She looks concerned and confused.
Also, that these experiments are related to the Dark Star project that we did for you on last mission that we retrieved.
Well, something called Project Life Force.
O'Connell's scrutinizing Casados and Zimborski.
Give me. By the way, all your stress can go away at this point. You guys have had plenty of time. Plenty of time just staring at each other in the drop ship, not saying anything. Give me a
long ride.
Manipulation or observation, your choice.
Observation, 100%. Damn it. Can I push that?
Sure.
Damn it.
Oof. Wow. You're bad at this.
I'm not a very observant person, man. What could I say?
I mean, she appears to be confused and or concerned and genuinely surprised. Whether or not she's putting on a front, you cannot tell. She says, all right, you're all dismissed. I want your reports ASAP. And you can't tell at all with Zimborski. He just looks angry all the time.
He's just always angry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Attracts.
He's not making that better.
He he does have a reputation amongst the squad that he's like one of those shorter guys who like is angry all the time because he's short. But he's not like miniature like some guys. He's just like a little bit below average. Like he's like whatever. He's like
5'5".
Yeah, 5'5", 5'6". He's not just like 5 feet. So he's not like Danny DeVito height, but he's not like most of the soldiers he has to look up at to yell at. So, or it's just slightly up at. So, but yeah, you can't tell with him. And Roy being a synthetic, he doesn't. He's just standing there the whole time very patiently. So, so you're immediately dismissed to go. Write out your individual reports and turn them in, and then, well, that's the end of the mission. So we will enter some downtime, and then we will call it for tonight here. So, is there? Let's see. Where's my notes? I guess we'll get to that when we get to the individual briefings. So we'll finish up tonight with O'Connell's downtime, since he will not be here on Saturday, or AKA in 10 minutes when we switch over to Saturday's recording. So, O'Connell, also you guys can think about spending your experience. So if you guys want to start figuring that out, you can. O'Connell, I don't want to put you on the spot. Have you thought about XP at all? Or you want to worry about that later?
I'll DM you.
Okay, cool. No problem. All right, so I rolled for your events once again, your downtime events, and yeah. So there's going to be some debriefings, and then there's going to be some. We're going to do your debriefing separately, Scaarr. So we'll have these guys bounce out when we're done, because we're going to do individual debriefings again, so we'll make it easy. And then, so you stay after. You need to talk to the principal. And then...
What'd I do this time?
We'll do, you're all getting it this time, as usual. Where did my notes go for... Here we go, downtime. All right. So, O'Connell, the downtime I rolled for you was... the Marine is approached by another Marine who needs help with some sort of problem. Where is it? Okay. The Marine is approached by another Marine in the platoon to help with some sort of problem. It could be something serious or minor. Maybe they need to borrow money, someone to cover an assignment, or just someone to talk to. So, maybe... couple days after you've returned, you're on the Tamb'itam, you guys are en route to wherever you're on to next, and private, I don't think it's a private, but the other Comtech Marine who you've kind of hung out with before, Carvalho from 2nd Section, Corporal Carvalho, he approaches you one day, maybe you're tinkering with some tech, or something like that. And he sits down at the bench with you. Says, O'Connell, you got a minute?
Hey, Carvalho, good to see you again.
Yeah, man. I heard last mission was kind of rough.
Yeah. Some fucked up shit went down for sure.
He kind of looks around. He's like, that's actually what I was hoping to pick your brain about, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I told you my little brother, he was on Ariarchus, right? They gave him this posthumous medal, distinction.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. His name was Isaac. And, I was just wondering, man, have you heard anything about, not just the usual BS, have you guys, it sounds like your squad's been coming up against a lot of weird shit. At least that's what the scuttlebutt has to say around here, and I was hoping maybe you heard something about Fort Nebraska, or these border bombers, or maybe if you've heard of, of his name in a mission or anything? They're not telling me.
Brother, no. But, I mean, almost every time we hit some of this weird shit, it seems like the UPP is involved in some way. Pretty convinced they're behind bombings at this point, and probably Ariakis too. I know there was ships from them all messed up in that atmo there, but I don't know. Every time something goes down, they're there.
He's like, what about all these like rumors and shit about all these, I don't know, fucking monsters and shit? You guys see anything like that?
Yeah, I think they were trying to grow something, some kind of something worse than soldiers, something worse than synths to use against us.
He's like, you heard anything about Ariarchus?
No.
Did they do something there?
No, nothing about Ariakis. Not yet, anyway.
He looks a little disappointed.
But you know what?
But then he kind of pipes up when you say that.
I'll keep an ear out. I'll start having that on my mind if I get a chance to question these sons of bitches ever again. I wonder what they got out of the commandant that we brought in from the other mission. Be nice to know what he had to say. Maybe I should ask him a few questions before,
I don't know, man. He's disappeared just as soon as he got here.
Probably black bagged.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. All right. Well, hey, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, if you keep an ear out, you hear anything, I want to give my folks some peace of mind, man. They were hoping to pass the business on to us, and I guess now it's just going to be me, and I don't know.
You got it, man. I mean, you take care of yourself, though, okay? I'm always here if you ever need to talk to anybody.
I appreciate that, man. He gives you like a good slap on the side of the shoulder, and he says, if you need any more tech pointers, come find me. He's like, I hear we're getting prepped to go out on a mission too, so we'll see what we got this time. Last time was just that garrison duty, and that didn't last very long. I guess it was a false alarm, or UPP was doing some diversion. Attack never happened, so we'll see.
All right. Just watch your six out there, all right?
All right, you too, man. And, yeah, so that's your little side conversation you have, and then, then you're going to get pulled into your briefing. So we're just about at an hour here, like I promised, fellas. So the rest of you are free to depart if you'd like. And listeners, viewers, you'll see us in just a few minutes as we pick back up. But Scaarr, you can stay here, and we will.
Will that affect the cameras for the recording?
It will, but
Doesn't matter.
It's only for a few minutes, so I think the viewers can deal with it, right? You're all tough cats out there.
You're all adults.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to deal with it. So, all right. So, gentlemen, I'll see the rest of you on Saturday, and. Yeah, we'll get on with this. So, thanks for joining us tonight.
Peace out.
Aye.
Goodbye. All right.
Oh boy.
And then there were two. Okay. I don't think I've ever done like a one-on-one RPG session before. So this is kind of new territory. But anyway.
It's very intimate.
It is. So intimate. All right. So you, just like the last mission, are taken into that same briefing room. Roy comes and gets you, brings you in where the command team is waiting. The same thing. Casados is on the other side of this table. This time she's sitting, and then she's flanked by Roy and Zimborski. And she says, PFC, have a seat.
Yes, ma'am.
This is, probably a day or two after the mission. You can see there doesn't seem to be as much fury in Zimborski's face, but there's definitely concern in at least the two of the humans' faces. And she says, I'm sure you're clever enough to put together why you're in here right now.
I mean, there's a bit of a list at this point, isn't there, ma'am?
Bit of an understatement. Well, I'll get right to the point. And looks like she's searching for the right words or maybe how to start the conversation. She says, look, O'Connell, I have to say that, I'm somewhat impressed by your actions down in O'Bannon's world. It's not easy standing up to a superior officer. And you tried to do that. And you tried to do that for an enemy, which not many people would do. And I don't see that as a weakness like some commanders might. I see that as a testament to your character. Last time you were in here, I was starting to question your character. And, well, now it seems like maybe you took my words to heart. So, I just wanted to tell you that I was impressed with your restraint in dealing with that commando and in dealing with your sergeant.
I'm sure you've read my file. You know my history in the Corps. I hate the UPP with every fiber of my being. And I will kill them any chance I get in this war. But killing somebody like that, unarmed, already down, nobody deserves that.
On that we can agree. I think you made the right call. Taking him prisoner would have been more preferred. We could have at least questioned him then. But that's not why you're here. So, I just wanted to say that I'm glad it seems that you are taking my words to heart and seriously. And I expect you to keep doing that.
Yes, ma'am.
And she says, oh, by the way, you've got a message waiting for you from your wife.
He kind of silently, kind of nods to himself.
She says, dismiss.
Yes, ma'am. He kind of salutes, about faces, and walks out.
All right. So we'll get to the letter here real quick. Would you like me to read it, or would you like to read it?
Well, you're my wife.
All right, let me just get the blaring Google Notes up here. Just fucking white out my... Look at this. It's not... I've got it like this big on my screen. It's still that powerful. Okay. So you go to the usual, room where you can take private messages. And this one... The message you sent to her, was it like a voice message, or was it something you typed out or wrote?
I don't know what they would do. I think that's a good point. Maybe in the future, they'd be like video calls.
It's up to you. You have your options. I'm just wondering what O'Connell himself would have preferred.
Probably video call. Yeah, because he'd like to see her. You know?
That makes sense. So I think she'd probably return the favor then. So you can see it. It's from Marjorie O'Connell. And what does your wife look like? You've told us she's attractive, but what does she actually look like? Is she a fellow soulless ginger?
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson ginger.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. We'll just put a picture of ScarJo up on the screen then.
Yeah.
Is it ScarJo from any particular movie, or just...
I don't know. That was the first thing that popped in my head. I don't actually watch any of her movies.
Yeah, the only movie I know is Avengers. So
Ghost in the Shell. She's pretty rad in that movie.
Oh yeah, okay. There's no redhead though, so I guess it's
true.
what is it, Natasha Romanovsk or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What the fuck her character
Yeah. Oh yeah, Black Widow.
Black
She's
Widow.
redhead, huh?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so we see a attractive-looking redhead come into view, and she's in your home, I would imagine, probably sitting in front of the vid screen that you guys have in the I don't know, in the dining room maybe. And she says, "My love, Owen. Kids are doing fine. No more trouble than usual anyway, but they miss their daddy. We all do. You know, I tell you to leave off the smokes, but you already know how I feel about that, so I'll give you a pass. It sounds like you're dealing with a lot of BS right now. But, damn it, if you come back smelling like an ashtray, your ass is on the couch." And she gives kind of a sigh. She says, "So, what the hell is going on out there? You know, what is it that's got you so rattled? You know, you've got me worried. You know, punching an exec, that's one thing. God knows the bastard deserved it, but what is it? Yeah, I don't like the cryptic bullshit. You know, you can talk to me, you know that, right? You can tell me anything." She's like, "You know, I know I don't always get your military jargon and some of your jokes, but you know, I'm always on your side, and you know, I might not be there in the moment, but I'm always there. You know that. You know, I trust you to do the right thing, and I have no doubts that you still know what that is too. You're trying to save your squad and those civilians. You know, I can tell when you told me that story, you know, that was the right thing. Doesn't matter what the higher-ups say, doesn't matter what Wayland Yutani says. All right, fuck them. You know it's right, you know in your heart it was right." She's like, "That's the kind of man I married. You know, you always told me you joined the Corps to make a difference, to try to help people. You know, we joked, you know, it's kind of like my dad being a cop, right? But you took it a step further, you know. Well, you want to help people, then just fucking do it. You know, I'd rather have a PFC for a husband that can live with himself than an officer who takes the easy route. You know, what is it we always tell the twins? The right choice isn't always the easy one. You know, you've always tried to live up to that. I don't expect you to change now. Anyway, I probably get going. I got a lot to do around here. I hope this finds you well. You're feeling safe, and start feeling better. You know, maybe you could talk to one of your buddies out there. You know, I don't know what else you guys do, but you know, what about that new guy? Was it Cruz? He said he seemed to be all right. So I don't know. Think about it. Maybe there's somebody else you can talk to. Yeah, let me know what's going on. You know, you can tell. Like I said, you can tell me anything. So anyway, stay safe. We miss you. We love you. Yours and forever and always, Margie. And then it signs off.
Pops out the data card and sits back and lights a cigarette.
Does the first thing she asked him not to do.
Like a good husband always should.
Is there anything you want to reply with, or should we save that for later?
Yeah, he's gonna sit with his thoughts for a bit, I think. So probably later.
Cool. All right. Well, we will end our messed up camera recording at that point, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, listeners. So we'll see you next time, Scaarr, and yeah, we'll jump in with the rest of the gang here in just a second. So by the magic of movie making, here we go.